Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Nigel.
And I'm Ashley.
And we are Our Roaming Empire. We put together a top things to do video of Hong Kong, but we broke them down into neighborhoods. We're gonna start Kowloon Peninsula.
Let's get it!
Hi, we're Ashley and Nigel. We recently quit our jobs and sold our home in Seattle and are now traveling the world full time. Welcome to our channel.
Kowloon Peninsula is located just above Hong Kong Island, and we've really broken it down into 3 neighborhoods.
Mongkok, Jordan, and TST.
Which we're gonna terribly try to pronounce right now. TSIM SHA TSUI.
TSIM SHA TSUI.
We'll see who's closer.
TST for ease.
Comment below if you think I'm closer. Comment below if you think she's closer. The area is a bustling metropolis. All 3 areas feel similar when inside of them, but each have their own jazz about them.
Their own vibe. It's a really compacted area like most of Hong Kong. So you'll see tons of people everywhere, restaurants, shops, stores, food cart stalls, just compacted into one another.
It's very easy to get to or around using the MTR.
But also, we did walk a good bit. That's one of the best ways to see a new city, we find. It's a walkable area. It's not too hilly in most cases, especially on the Kowloon Peninsula. So we suggest when you can, walk.
Overall, this was a fantastic area to spend a lot of time in. A lot of shopping, a lot of food, a lot of buildings. Hong Kong is an ever-growing city, truly a concrete jungle. But within that concrete jungle, there are some lively botanistic areas. There's never a point where your eyes or your ears are bored.
The Kowloon Peninsula area really encapsulates the best of Hong Kong.
A true microcosm of the whole culture.
So there's 2 ways that you could actually see the Symphony of Lights. One, you could do it at the waterfront itself and watch from there, or you could go to a rooftop bar, which is something that we did for just a better, more holistic view of the skyline.
The Symphony of Lights happens at the island, so you need to be on the peninsula to fully see it.
We stopped at iBar. That was the bar that we chose to watch this from. It is a little bit pricey. You do have to buy at least 1 drink there to get a seat. We would suggest probably going around sunset. That was actually prettier. The light show itself is a bit mid, but it's really the skyline and the view itself at sunset. That's the best part about this.
And we expected it to be more coordinated. It was actually just about 80 or so buildings just flashing lights. Uncoordinated, no music. We had 3 drinks while we were there. We were there for probably about an hour and 10 minutes. And those 3 drinks cost more than our breakfast and our lunch that day.
Kind of underwhelming.
A little underwhelming, but you know.
I hope you knew.
Cool.
Next up, shopping.
Commerce.
Such a Debbie Downer.
Hong Kong is absolutely jam-packed with gigantic shopping centers.
Floors dedicated to certain things you need.
The typical layout is the basement level floors. You'll typically see like a B1, B2, something like that, has a lot of food stalls and restaurants. Then the entry level, the ground level, level 1, 2, is really high-end luxury brands, spending a lot of money there. And then as you go up in the floors from there, it becomes more affordable and like average price range shops. And then some of them actually have at the very, very top, will have additional restaurants.
The restaurants in the bottom floor is going to be more usually like a food court, some sit-down restaurants, but these are not like a westernized mall food courts that have just like one cookie place and a pizza place that's bound to give you diarrhea.
Nope.
These are some of the best restaurants in the city.
It could be really, really expensive if you want to actually shop here. We actually started using them as a nice place to just cool down a bit as you're walking throughout the city. It's pretty hot and humid in Hong Kong throughout most of the year. Grab a drink, use the restroom, and you can look at some really cool art and architecture along the way in all of these shops. Very unique stuff.
Some of our favorites of the shopping centers we went to:
Langham Place, Grand Plaza, MOKO, K11 Art Mall, and K11 MUSEA. K11 MUSEA was actually my favorite that we visited. Not necessarily for shopping, it's really expensive. That's probably the most high-end one that you can find out of the list. It was really beautiful art and architecture throughout, a really unique building. On the 6th and 7th floors, they actually have a garden and a sculpture area. Those are cool to see, but really the highlight is the views from those floors.
They got some sculptures in the park and they tell us not to touch them, but we might.
There's only one thing I care about in shopping in Hong Kong: getting my giant pig gold necklace. 3 pigs in a descending order of sizes, just wrapped in through here. I'm gonna wear no shirt underneath, just show off my taco meat, and just have these giant gold piglets.
I think you could pull it off.
If anyone could pull it off, it's me.
And then speaking of the K11 MUSEA, this is actually on the TST Promenade, and it's next to the Avenue of the Stars, which is our next must-do.
Avenue of Stars is a really great area. The promenade itself also has a couple of museums in the area that you can hit. That whole area in TST can be a one-day venture. You can see all the promenade, see the great view of the island, the stars' handprints, and even some sculptures, including the Bruce Lee sculpture, which thousands of people just try and take a pose like this. We didn't do it, we just took a video of it.
That's one thing that we can say about this area. It will more than likely be packed. It was way too many people. Now, we did it during a national holiday week on the weekend, so there were a lot of people out trying to get this done.
But even with the thousands of people, we actually were able to get to the edge and take a couple of photos.
We barely got a spot to show our face, so you know we actually came here.
Overall, the area is so large, it allows for the crowds to spread out just a little bit.
So unlike the LA Avenue of the Stars, which is on the ground, this one's actually on the railing.
The museums that we suggest seeing there outside of the K11 MUSEA would be the Hong Kong Museum of Art, the Hong Kong Space Museum, and then there's a Lego Center and Discovery Center that's also there as well.
Another huge thing in all of Kowloon Peninsula, TST, Jordan, Bangkok especially, is the food.
The food, y'all.
We're gonna list off some of our favorite restaurants in Kowloon Peninsula that we actually went to, and a couple that are very famous that we didn't actually have time to go to just yet. Starting off first, cart noodles. The history of cart noodles is the history of Hong Kong. Now cart noodles have moved into the restaurant scene. It's basically a pick your own bowl of soup, and one of the best ones is Hiki cart noodles. It's located right outside of Temple Street, and we went there and it was absolute 10 out of 10.
We got sort of a lighter soup, a pork broth with fish balls, an egg, and a rice noodle soup. Absolutely hit the spot.
Garlic and chive fried wontons. I actually watched the chef make the wontons by hand before throwing it in there. It was the freshest fried wontons I've ever had.
You can get dry noodles or soup noodles. You just kind of pick and choose your own adventure.
I also had milk tea, which at this point I'm probably 65% milk tea, and actually had a lemon iced tea, which is another popular thing in Hong Kong that we are falling in love with.
Sort of a sweet tea without being too sugary sweet. Absolutely perfect in the hot weather here.
While walking through the city, we knew we wanted to have a little bit of a drink, so we found a place called Funky Monkey. We haven't seen this on any creators list so far. It was a steal. A Nepalese bar and restaurant, and they make their own beer there. It's in a beautiful bottle with an awesome insignia. This might have been one of my favorite beers I ever had.
We initially just stopped here for a drink before dinner. We wanted to try some of the tropical fruity drinks. We each had the monkey colada, which is sort of like a spin on a pina colada. But then once we realized that it was a Nepalese bar, we were like, we have to try the momos. So we ended up actually ordering some calamari and chicken momos with a spicy chutney. And the spicy chutney was legitly spicy. We like spicy food. This was phenomenal flavor.
It attacked your tongue right away. They also had a little placard that said if you leave a review, you get a shot. We really didn't want a shot, but we wanted to give them a good review, so we left a review. The woman would not take no for an answer. She brought the shots anyway, and we took them. It was an absolutely wonderful place. I haven't seen it on any list. It's on ours. You should go to it.
This is the absolute epitome of what Hong Kong is. We walked in for one drink before dinner. We had that drink. We ordered some food. We had 3 beers and a shot and got to know the people of the restaurant. They're super nice, just very, very friendly people. For dinner one night, we were actually planning on having sushi in this area. The place that we went to was super packed, and we got there a little bit late. The place was going to probably close and shut down before we were able to get seated. We walked around a bit, and we stopped by this place called Kowloon Restaurant. It's technically a fast food place. Sat us right away. This place was popping. Humongous menu.
It was easy to point to. They had pictures for almost everything.
It's really good. Best lemon tea ever.
And this was the first time we actually sat down and said, you know what? This pineapple bun thing has been everybody's telling us pineapple bun, but for us, we knew there's no pineapple involved in this. It's just a bun with a stick of butter. We thought, man, that's gotta be so overrated. Gotta try it here, gotta get it for the gram. It blew our mind.
Yeah.
It was so good. It's like a sweet bread too, with this stick of butter, and the butter actually melted perfectly into this with the sweet bread. It blew our mind.
It melts.
The restaurant as a whole was good. She got some wok fried beef noodles. I got chicken cashew. When you walk to a place that's open late and you look in and it's packed, they are moving tables, and everyone in there looks, at least if they're not local, they're not Westerners. Get in there. It's gonna be good. That's what got us, and we're very happy we went there. Hong Kong's a coffee town, but sometimes it's an open late coffee town. Some of these places in Hong Kong will not even open till 11. We found a place in Kowloon Peninsula called Studio Caffeine that hit all the marks. Delicious coffee, delicious breakfast, in and out culture, very nice people. The coffee makers actually make all the food as well in this little open kitchen. Breakfast we had was called the Monster. I would not suggest ordering it just for yourself. And the coffee was very good. I had the iced mocha. She had the cold brew. She couldn't even finish cold brew because it was brewy.
Strong.
It was brewy.
Another just stumbled upon gym that we had never heard of. So be like water.
Yeah, be like water, be like us, just smell better.
I mean, okay. Smells just smell better.
So right here, we're gonna list a couple of the places that are famous in Kowloon Peninsula that we didn't happen to go to. So we're just gonna separate our bodies and just list them right here, watch. They're listed. Do you see them? Do you see them? They're listed. They're listed. All of these have been recommended by other people, other YouTubers, and people who have lived here. We just didn't have a chance to go to them, or the lines were too freaking long. Hong Kong knows how to do food, so don't be afraid to try something out. I know we said this list isn't in any order, but let's be honest. This is number one, and it is number one for a reason. Kowloon Peninsula is the street market area. We would suggest, if you're gonna get on the red line, go up to Prince Edward's.
So first up, when you get off at the stop of the train in Prince Edward, we would suggest hitting the flower market. This is sort of a compilation of either in-front stores or outdoor stores of just flora. Just the most beautiful flowers, plants, vegetation. They had plants actually coming out of like wood planks.
The best way I can describe it is, have you ever seen that person who loves to hunt and they have that room of death where they just hang dead heads everywhere? Imagine that, but it's live plants.
Yeah.
It's a room of life.
Absolute must see, and the smell. The smell of the area is just beautiful, fresh flowers everywhere.
Aromatic. One would say. Shout out to you, Mark Weens.
Heyo! Next up, we made a stop at Goldfish Street. They have a pretty strict policy of no filming and no photos. We didn't realize that when we first got into the street. This is a really unique area. It sells all types of fish, like crickets to actually feed the animals. Snakes, it had lizards, it had cats, it had dogs.
It's called Goldfish Street, but it really is more of a pet purchase street. This is a place you want to go through, but it is no filming area.
Oh, kitty. Kitty.
Next up in the stops would be Sneaker Street. Now this area came about because a lot of the shoe retail stores were previously inside the buildings. As rent became too high for those locations, they decided to move off of that main street and actually into a side street. They're all one right after one another, and that's what actually helps keep their prices down as well. They're in direct competition with the person 4 feet in front of them.
Ladies Market, fantastic stop.
We are here in Mongkok. We're going to check out the Lady Street Market. Come check it out.
Must stop, just a short walk from Sneaker Street.
Historically, it was originally created specifically for women's clothing and accessories, and that's why it's called Lady Street Market. Now it really has something for everyone. Pretty much anything that you can think of. It's not women specific, but that's how it started, so the name stuck.
The prices can be haggled, but let's be honest, they're gonna be really low to begin with. So as long as somebody doesn't bark a crazy price, try and be a person. Don't haggle somebody down to where they're not making a profit. And there's no reason to be aggressive. There's no reason to be mad. If the price doesn't fit you, move on and go somewhere else.
And a lot of these stalls, they have very, very similar things. So if you don't like the price at one location, you can always go to another and try again.
Now those three markets are really compacted into one area right off the Prince Edward line. And then there's about a 20-minute walk down to Temple Street. Take that walk too. It was one of the best walks we've had, more of a neighborhood area. We felt safe the whole time, and we randomly just walked into what I can only describe as a karaoke street. It was 15 little stalls where people were just singing karaoke into the night, fighting for sound supremacy.
It's like a karaoke street in the middle of nowhere.
Take those walks. 20 minutes in Hong Kong, your eyes and ears are just gonna be... Temple Street Market is fantastic. You'll know you get there when you see the lanterns above you. The north part of the market is somewhat similar to the ladies market. Eventually you'll get to the food stalls. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking. You're in Asia, you're just gonna buy food off of a street. Everyone there has licenses. It is good food, it is moving fast, and that's one thing when you're eating street food, don't pick something that's been sitting there for a while. I got some beef on a stick.
Let me see it.
And very good.
Is it just beef? Mm-hmm. Get that seasoning, y'all. Good?
I got a coconut.
That coconuts.
Both were absolutely delicious. The people were so nice there, and it's a really colorful place.
Yeah, it's very vibrant, very lively. If you're looking for the place for nightlife and outdoors here, this is the area that you want to come to.
Go there with an empty belly. What I would suggest, walk the whole street. Make notes of what you possibly want. When you get to the most southern point, that's where the sign for Temple Street is, walk back, get yourself what you want, eat it up. If you're not full, walk around to the restaurants. Without a doubt, the top thing we enjoyed in Kowloon Peninsula was the street markets. Those are our top 5 things to do in the Kowloon Peninsula. If you come to Hong Kong, of course, you're gonna wanna see Hong Kong Island, but don't miss the Kowloon Peninsula. It is a fantastic place that is much more local than the island is. There's a lot of great food, a lot of great shopping, a lot of nice people.
Next up, we'll have similar videos as this for the other areas of Hong Kong. So think more Hong Kong Island, the central Kennedy Town area, the Wan Chai area, Causeway Bay, Quarry Bay, Chai Wan. We'll do videos on all of those locations as well coming up.
I'm Nigel.
And I'm Ashley.
And we are our roaming empire. And best as you can, always keep chasing that itch. Until next time, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Please like and subscribe for more fun travel content.
Good job. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Boo.